Good morning, friends and family. Welcome to Jim's in Town Gardening and also Bella's Legacy Rabbitry. So, today is actually Monday when I'm recording this. 3 degrees below zero when I first got up this morning. I think we're supposed to be somewhere in the teens today here in Maine. So, today's video is rabbits that we have for sale. And right now I've got one of Shiloh's black girls. Let's see, Shiloh, her babies were born August, August 15th. Hi, baby girl. Now, for those that have been keeping up on these videos, these were bottle-fed babies from about, I think it was the day they turned 2 weeks old till about 4 weeks old. Mama had got hurt, don't know how. I was syringe feeding her Pedialyte and mixed baby vegetables, and she came around, but she was a while without much food and without water, which I knew was going to affect her milk production for 9 babies. So we were bottle feeding these guys twice a day. And they ended up, because of the bottle feeding, they ended up being sweet, sweet, sweet babies. So out of the girls, I have got 3 left. I've got one going next week, one of the white girls. I've got this black one. Bring it down. And I have a chestnut. The opal girl, which is a beautiful, beautiful girl. She went a few weeks ago to a family nearby us, and they love her. I haven't had any pictures lately, but they were sending pictures, and just the whole family loved them. In fact, they sent me a picture of the dog. The dog and the rabbit were cuddled up, and it wasn't a small dog. So that was good. Now, these guys here, this is about as big as they're going to get. These are a Rex New Zealand cross, and I think because of the bottle feeding, this is about as big as they're going to get. Even though we fed them a lot, they were up to, I can't remember if it's teaspoons or tablespoons, but I had them up to what they called for, I think for 3 or 4 weeks. I had them in that range right around the 3rd week. I pretty much gave them whatever they drink. That was twice a day. They had free choice grain, free choice hay. They still pretty much have free choice grain and hay. So this is about as big as they're going to get. You know, they'd be great pets. You know, possibly even for breeders. You know, their offspring, you know, could be a bigger size. You're a pretty girl. You are. You're a pretty girl. So let's see if she'll sit in my lap well. Good girl. You can see she's a beautiful girl. And most of these are just like this. They're calm. Aren't you? You're a pretty, pretty girl. You are. Pretty, pretty girl. Yes. So, if you give me just a minute, I will grab probably the white one. Pretty baby. Yes. Yeah, so here's the other white one. Sweet girl. Yeah, so does that feel good? Oh, does that feel good? Put it down so you can see it down here. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Like I said, this is probably going to be about the size of what these girls will be. Pretty girl. Yes, pretty girl. Pretty girl. Pretty girl. Yeah. Pretty girl, you're on TV. Yeah, you're on TV. You can be seen all over the world. Yeah, good girl. Good girl. So if you give me just a minute, I am going to grab the chestnut. All right, honey. Okay. Okay, sweetheart. Okay, honey. Okay. Okay. That girl. That a girl. That a girl. Yes. The other day, Leanna says, "Oh, I think it was this one." She says it matches your jacket. Yeah. I think right now we're somewhere around 3 degrees above zero, and we are right around 47. I've got the little heater running at low. We're about 47 degrees, which they're comfortable. They're comfortable. Sun was out nice earlier. Now we got a little bit of cloudy sky. All right, sweetie. Good girl. Yes, you are. You're a good girl. This one's got a funny personality. See if I can get her down on my legs. Okay, honey. Okay, that a girl. That a girl. Yeah, that's that a girl. Love the markings of her. Pretty. Yeah, good girl. This one here, usually when we bottle fed, what I would do is I'd bring the nest box in, and then I had another nest box. So I'd feed them. Leanna would go and make sure the faces and everything were clean. And especially when they were probably about the first week, kind of wipe their private ends. That's what a mother will do, just to make sure that they're pooping and peeing and everything. Good girl. Anyways, put him back in the nest box, and this one here was always an escape artist. We've got I built a cage for one of our inside bunnies, a mini Rex. And this one had to go over and check and see what Satin was doing. You're a pretty girl. You are a pretty girl. So that's the 3 girls that are left. So if you give me just a few minutes, I will bring one of the four boys. Yeah, you pretty baby. Yeah, you pretty baby. Pretty baby. Yes, you are. Yeah, that's always a good boy. Yeah, that's a good boy. Okay, so now I've got one of the boys. Now this guy was one of the smallest ones of the group. This was one that a lot of times when I'd bring him in, he would I'd start off with either him or the opal one and feed him. And then after I was all done, I'd offer more to each one of them. Now this one, boy, I'll tell you, if that milk cooled down, the kitten milk replacer, if it cooled down any at all, his mouth would just shut up. I mean, he would not take any more. And once I warmed it again, he was fine. All right, sweetheart. Oh, good boy. You like being loved, don't you? Huh? You like being loved. Now, this one, I am really surprised that nobody has called on. Just a beautiful, beautiful boy. He's got that Rex fur. Don't chew on my jacket. Just a beautiful guy. No, you're not jumping down. No, you're not jumping down. No, I'm getting the mischief down there. Yeah. Like I said, he did take on the Rex fur. Good boy. Yeah, you are. Good boy. Okay, there you go. There you go. Yeah. Pretty boy. Nice shiny coat. Put your ears up. Put your ears up. So, give me just a minute and I'll grab one of the other three. Good boy. Yes, you are. You good boy. Yeah, your ears are up now. Yeah, your ears are up now. Okay. Good boy. Yes, easy. Okay, this is the other. Oh, easy, easy. This is the other black one. Pretty boy. I think this is the one that we called Harry. There was one of the black ones. He was one of the biggest ones. And his fur was so black and so long. He was a lot longer than the other ones. Now the two, I mean, you've got the Rex one, but him and his sister, I think this is the one that had the longest fur, and he was comical. If this is the one, he would, once I'd feed him, he was one I knew would go into the nest box and just lay down and go back to sleep, crawl into the hay, go back to sleep. I think it was you. Yeah, I think it was you. But with his long fur, we used to call him Harry. You know, with 9 of them, we tried to come up with names. So if we were talking about, oh, you know, look at this one. Look at Harry. Look how well he's growing. Hi, sweetie. See if I can get you on my lap. The reason I'm kind of getting him on my lap is there's a couple swap easy, and no, you're not jumping down. No, CJ doesn't want to see you. No, I don't think you guys will get along. One of the reasons why I try to get him on my leg like this is so that I can take pictures to put in the swap books. There's a couple swap magazines. A couple swap magazines that I use. Okay, atta boy. Yeah. Good boy. Yeah, good boy. Pretty boy. Yes, you are. You pretty boy. So, like I said, I believe, would make good pets. You know, they're not on the large side. Yeah, good boy. Okay, so I will grab one of the white ones. Got 2 white ones left. Okay, babies. Okay, babies. Yeah, you good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Okay, so this is the larger of the two boys. Two white ones. Oh, you sweetie. You sweetie. Yes, you are. What you doing, Peter? Yeah, it was interesting, the uniqueness of the colors. You know, and it's too bad that the mom had to injure herself, because she was just a super mother. And like I said in other videos, I had come out to the barn, and I knew that normally in the morning her bottle would be half empty, 3/4 empty, almost every morning. Same as at night when I'd come out and do the first round of chores. Always count on it being half empty to 3/4 of a bottle, and that's 32-ounce bottle. And I came out that one morning, she hadn't drank a thing. I knew something was wrong. You know, so when you're doing chores, that's one of the things that you should look at. Just things that aren't right. You know, as you have your animals, you can pretty much tell how much they're going to drink depending on the weather. You know, of course, hot weather, they're apt to drink more. Ones that are nursing babies are going to definitely drink more. My lamb baby as a rule will drink 3/4 of a bottle. Of course, she's a big girl too. She'll drink about 3/4 of a bottle in the morning when I come out, about 3/4 of a bottle from, let's say, 6 o'clock in the morning till 5:30 at night, which is about when I do my chores at night. Now, typically, she will drink, you know, not nursing, she will typically drink somewhere around 1/4 of a bottle, unless it's during the heat. Then she'll be closer to half a bottle. Hey, baby. Good girl. So I will get the other white female. Give me just a minute. Good girl. Yeah, she is a good girl. Okay, and this is the last one. Hey, sweetie. Hey, sweetie. You get your ears up, huh? Yeah, you like being brushed. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. He loves being brushed. Yeah, good boy. Yes, he is. He's a good boy. Yes, good boy. Good boy. Like I said, he's the smaller of the two white ones. Easy. But you know, good pet size. Yeah, good pet size. Huh. Yeah. Can you sit in my lap, honey? Attaboy. Attaboy. Yeah, good boy. Good boy. Yeah, good boy. Don't jump. No, don't jump. You don't want to jump down here. No. Yeah. So, if you give me just a minute, I'm trying to think. I'll grab CJ. So, on these girls and boys, these are August 15th babies of 2021. Okay, good boy. Okay, so now we have CJ. Now, CJ is one, I've mentioned this in other videos where I've shown him. He was one that we rescued. Where we got him at the time, they were having problems with a neighbor's dog who kept coming and would end up killing the rabbits. So when we rescued Lily and Daisy, Lily and Angel, this was the other one. Yesterday I had said in the video that I did, I said I thought it was Adrian. It wasn't Adrian. Adrian, I wanted that chocolate. Easy, sweetie. Anyways, now this guy, he's got the lavender. It's not really showing right now, but he's also got this brownish color in there. I don't have any records on him. I know when we got him, we figured that he was somewhere around 5 or 6 months old. And I can't remember which rabbit it was, but I knew that it was from the same litter, and that's why. So he is about, no, you know what? He's coming on 2 years. I believe he's coming on 2 years. I know that his dad was Thumper, and because I've got so much Thumper in some of these girls and the boys, you know, I need to get away from that line. So, you know, he was a smaller one, and that's why I had said, you know, we would sell him. I may end up putting Smokey for sale too. Smokey is another, he is a lavender Rex. So if nobody has, if you've never felt the Rex fur, it is so soft. It's a short fur. It's so soft. They're called the King of Fur. You know, ones who are raising pelts, this is what they really want. I find for the most part that the Rexes are very easy to work with, very calm, much like my New Zealands. You know, and I say that I have different ones who say that their Californians are very gentle. Well, Daisy has Californian in her, and I can work with her. She's not my favorite rabbit to work with. And she's got, I think, 15%. I figured 15% Californian. Melania, I think, has some Californian in her. She's a mix. She almost looks like a Hoto, which is another breed. It's an older breed. A lady, I believe, in England that founded them. A lot of years of breeding and experimenting. Like I said, this guy would make a great pet. He would make a good pet. I had him, before it got real cold, I had him in an outside, in my cupboard. I had some cages, and he was one of the ones out there, and I was like, no, I got to bring him back in. He's a happy guy. He's a happy guy, and, you know, with the Rex fur, I try to be a little more careful as far as cold sensitive, so. But, no, I don't remember where I was going. There was a story I was going to tell. And I forgot. That's what happens when you get my age. Good boy. Oh, good boy. Yeah, so if any of these rabbits interest you, in the description box below, you know, if you're close enough that we can meet or whatever, you know, drop a note in the description box, and I'll get a hold of you, and we'll either on the phone or email or whatever, I can send you more pictures of which one you were interested. I have showed you all but one of the boys, one of Sugar's boys from last year. He's a New Zealand white. And then the two boys down here, that would be from Layla. those guys are probably pushing 8 or 9 months old. Big boys, both of them big boys. One's white, one's black. The black one is the bigger. He's the one in a few videos ago. I was sitting right here, and he spotted baby, and he wanted to jump up there. You'll see me as I tried to catch him. Never had a rabbit do that before. But anyways, both big boys. Both would make good breeders. They're Rex. Mom is a lavender Rex, and Dad was Buster, who's my New Zealand white buck. So you've got the size there. You've got the good disposition. They're very friendly to work with. So, anyways, for those that aren't interested in purchasing a rabbit, you got to see some beautiful bunnies. Now, a video that I'm going to do probably later on this week is one of 3 of the rabbits that are going to be leaving here. Easy on the beginning of February. There's a couple down in Jay that want to kind of replace some of the rabbits that they have. So there's going to be a red New Zealand boy. He's a beautiful boy too. Good size, very easy. He's another one that just loved to watch his personality. And when he got introduced to the apple treats that we give, he was so comical. And the thing is, he's right beside his mom, Fawn. So there'll be him. There'll be one of Sugar's boys, the largest of Sugar's boys, and one of Layla's does, or Shiloh's does. So I'll do that at some point later on in the week, possibly Wednesday or Thursday. Those aren't for sale, like I said. Those are already sold. But I just show you what I do to prepare them before they go. You know, I do a brush. I check the ears. You know, make sure there's no ear mites, no fur mites. Check around their privates. What's the matter, honey? I feel like this. You know, check the privates, make sure they're all clean down there. Check the pads of their feet. I took the boys out, so now they're gonna. That's a cage fall. I'm gonna have to start separating them. Boys. A lot of times they do that and they'll settle down. So anyways, I want to thank you for joining us. You know, drop a line in the comment box. Love to hear your comments. Love you guys. God bless you.